Welcome to Stock Markets with KR. Stock Markets with KR में आपका स्वागत है. If this is the first video you're watching on my channel, then I upload basically every day under 5 minute videos for Nifty and Banknifty every day, and every weekend I'll post some special videos like last weekend, or rather this weekend I posted with Anosh, my friend, and in the coming weekends I might have a very interesting interview lined up. So with that being said, we'll just jump into Bank Nifty here. This is the hourly chart we can see, and the 400 level has been held, but just barely. Pehla jo candle tha, this candle right here, we can see most of today's range. In fact, I'll hide all the drawings so we can see better. Most of today's range was well within that candle, and that candle's range alone was around half a percent. So 165 points ke andar we can see most of today was. In fact, there has never been a close above the first candle's high, and there has never been a close, or there hasn't even been an attempt near the first candle's low. So ऊपर नीचे गया, but वो first candle के high और low के within ही रहा है, which is very interesting to see. Bringing the drawings back, we can see that 432 was a level that I had identified. That has been broken, but I think 400 psych being held is good enough. और शायद एक और ये जो गैप है वो एक और शायद एक बार फिल करने की ट्राई कर सकता है. आज का ओपन में थोड़ा ट्राई किया, but अगर if that was not sufficient for the markets, then we might see it happening again. RSI is at 50, it's at 49.97, so right at 50, and generally RSI 50 is the test of bullish bias. So bullish bias होता है RSI 50 के ऊपर, RSI 50 के नीचे there is a little bit of bearish bias from what I have seen, and I will just show you with a very easy example. So in this line here, I have just added RSI 50 ka line. Anytime RSI has dipped below 50, we have seen some bearish biasness, and even though the overall trend has been bullish, RSI 50 के नीचे जब जाता है, we can see there has been a little bit of bearishness happening. Similarly, here we can see RSI 50 supports were taken. So even though momentum is slowing down, it is right at where it typically is when it bounces back. अभी अगर इससे नीचे जाता है, नीचे भी जा सकता है, I'm not denying that, but this is what we are seeing on the RSI front. ये जो line है, dotted line, that is the bullish channel's halfway point, which is where Nifty had taken support earlier. So we'll see that also. But first, we will see the 5-minute chart of Bank Nifty. Very interesting thing. जो ये वाला जो high है, this is 7th June's high, today's high initially, earlier का जो high था वो, और वो high के आसपास से ही we saw 3 resistances being taken here and 3 supports. This 4th support that was taken, one would have imagined that price, ये वाला जो candle है, I will just mark it here as well so you can actually see it. You don't have to rely on my words alone. ये वाला जो candle है, after the spinning top, it actually went up. It actually went up, breached that spinning top's high, but the very next candle breached, and it almost tested like 400 levels, just 30 points away. So काफी intense था, और one would have imagined कि actually ये spinning top के बाद शायद एक breakout भी आ सकता था, but clearly that was completely wrong. Breakout जैसा कुछ नहीं आया, breakdown आ गया in fact, which is okay if you are on the bearish side. If you are on the bullish side, then oh god, that sucks. But anyhow, we'll come back to the hourly chart and I will show you the moving averages. So the moving averages right now, we can see it is at 50 MA. Actually 200 MA थोड़ा squeeze कर देगा, 50 MA के आसपास ही है. And once again 50 MA is the border line. 50 MA के ऊपर होता है, many times it bounces. Here also we can see 4th June को bounce किया, इसके आसपास भी bounce किया. Several instances where 50 MA on the hourly chart has acted like an important support. So let's see what happens. Going to Nifty. By the way, no open interest today. I have not renewed my subscription of Sensible. I might look at Opstra though. So let's see how that goes. If I do, then obviously the OI will be back. If I don't, then goes without saying, the OI will be not back. But yeah, this is the Nifty hourly chart. I'll just get back my drawings and we can see yesterday's high, or rather 4th June's high, has been held, which is a good sign in my opinion. So clearly, one thing we can make out is that Nifty is more bullish than Bank Nifty. So we'll come back to the hourly chart in a bit, but I just want to show you, the 5-minute chart. So this is Nifty's 5-minute chart. Here we can see most of the day was well within this range, और उसके बाद ये जो second half में थोड़ा breakout जैसा हुआ, that is when we actually saw some good momentum वाला positivity. So that's very interesting to see. And then here RSI broke 60, and there's a good video by Vishal Malkan on RSI range shift. So if you search on YouTube Vishal Malkan RSI range shift, watch that video. That will help you understand what happened here. RSI 60 तोड़ा और फिर 60 resistance लेके नीचे आ गया. So that is what we are seeing with Nifty on the 5-minute chart. Coming back to the 60-minute, again, I just wanted to show you intraday price movement kaisa tha, because it was relatively stronger than Bank Nifty, whereas Bank Nifty had that triple, top. Nifty was able to breach that. So if we just, actually, we don't need to hide all drawings. We are seeing here Nifty in that bullish channel again. It is very close to the upper channel, upper bound of the channel. So that's very interesting to see. And another thing, if we just go to the daily chart, normally I just don't go to the daily chart, पर आज थोड़ा important है. So ये वाला जो level था 593 का, okay, it's a little difficult to see it. So even though it's taking a little longer, thoda time lag raha hai, I will hide all the other drawings. I will hide everything else and I will just keep this. We can see this 593 level was a level that I had mentioned because it is a fib extension of the broader trend that we've seen since March. Or actually no, it is the fib extension of the shorter trend that we've seen since Feb 21. So agar uska extension kiya, 600 was the first level after 285, and that has been breached. So according to that, Nifty might be headed to 986 very, very soon. When that happens, we don't know. But what I do know, that this bullish trends, if we measure it, and I know the thing is not there right now, actually ye nahi hoga, but if we use an info line, okay, if we use an info line and if we measure it, approximately 37% is the degree of the bullish trend channel, which is very steep. So let's see what that happens. Anyway, this has been a very long video, so hopefully I haven't bored you. Hopefully you got something out of it. If you did, make sure you check the description, because that's got a ton of resources. I always include stuff right from free checklists and other very cool stuff in my view. And make sure that you are liked, and if you really liked it, make sure you subscribe. So that's it for this one. I'm getting another call. Wow. Anyway, see you in the next one. Happy trading.